got a lovely dog.
We've already been looking at photos.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
You just do, don't you?
That's my dog.
There you go.
Honestly, isn't
My
that the
dog's
most
on the
beautiful-
telly.
She's a cavapoo, isn't she?
She's a cavapoo called Poppy, and she is a cute little... She sits on my lap at breakfast. So she's got quite a lot of muesli on her and stuff,
there you
but
go,
she's a
yeah.
lovely...
The share in the
lovely
plate, yeah?
animal, yeah?
Love it, nice.
Oh, man, I love her. She's great.
But we knew, Claire, with you, of course, we know how much you love dogs, and your love goes right the way back to the beginning. We've got a photo. Just to prove where it all started. Now then, who's this?
Now, Colleen can identify. Very funny. Colleen can identify with this because you had boxers, didn't you? When you were young?
That was my first childhood dog. Was a boxer called Rocky, a white one.
And they're really protective. And I actually think that I probably thought Candy was my mother. Yeah. You know, when you're a baby, the first face you see, that's the one I recognise. And my mum always said, if you think the boxer has a beautiful face, the world will forever be a beautiful place. It's very profound.
It's very profound. Now, you've presented Crufts, Claire, for 2 decades, and you're putting all of that knowledge to good use, aren't you, for your new book, Isle of Dogs?
Yeah.
Now, you learn about a dog, apparently, that was accused of witchcraft.
Oh, yeah,
This
boy.
is what?
There are so many good stories in this because it sort of charts our history of, you know, being a nation of dog lovers and how much dogs have influenced our culture. And when you look at various historical figures, during the Civil War, Prince Rupert of the Rhine had a poodle, a white poodle called Boy, and he took him everywhere with him. And this pamphlet was produced accusing Boy of witchcraft. They thought that he was a dog that could change into different shapes and be different things. They accused him of being, you know, a satanic figure.
Oh, poor boy.
I know. And then poor Boy got killed at the Battle of Marston Moor.
That's not good. That's
Which
not
I think was 16...
Well, he's had a terrible life, all told.
Yeah.
Didn't expect that ending, I have to say, Claire.
But they think, in a way, he was the first sort of official British Army dog because he went everywhere with Prince Rupert and he went into battle and sadly met his end there. But you do think of dogs in different roles, how big a part they play with the modern army in tracing people after explosions, but also, you know, they play a massive security role, not just as guard dogs, but sniffing out drugs or anyone carrying explosives and all of that. It's amazing.
Even more important work than that, because what I see is they are a great anti-loneliness device.
Absolutely.
I see people who not only have the dog for company, but they talk to other dog owners all the time, and that you know, loneliness is as big a problem as
There's actually a chapter in the book, isn't there, Claire, about dogs that are trained almost like for medical reasons, you know, and actually like the topic around dementia as well, and how dogs are really helpful.
Yeah, there are 2 sort of examples. One is medical detection dogs, where dogs can actually detect cancer and they can smell changes in you. And we know they can detect a drop in sugar levels, for example, if you're diabetic, or perhaps the onset of an epileptic episode. But Dogs for Good is a charity that trains dogs to help people in all sorts of situations. So some is physical aid and picking things up for you or loading the washing machine. They're really good, you know. They're really clever dogs.
Therapy
you could train your
dogs, isn't it?
Pomeranian to do this. It'd be pretty
Load
cool.
the dishwasher.
Exactly. Someone's
How
got
amazing
to, you know.
that would be.
We don't need to switch the dishwasher on now. We just put the dirty Crocs in and the dog licks them spotlessly.
Because that's really healthy, I know. You're not wrong.
She's very, very clean dog.
But you're right. They're there to support you, I think, in loads of ways.
Yeah.
Yes.
Whether that's physical or mental. And Dogs for Good is training a lot of dogs to help people with dementia. So they would respond, for example, to an alarm going off to take medication to someone who needed it. And it's interesting because people don't get cross with their dogs. I mean, my parents are very clever. My mum used to send the dogs to wake us up when we were grumpy teenagers. So don't get cross with the dogs. Same thing when you're older and you might be getting angry with, you know, not being able to do the things you did. And you know, if memory is failing as well, that can create a lot of anger issues. But you don't get angry with the dog. And so the dog brings you medication or the dog then responds to another alarm to help you take exercise. And importantly, gives the carer a break.
Amazing.
Yeah.
Unbelievable.
They are incredible.
Oh, yeah, they're terrific.
Isle of Dogs by Ms. Baldwin is out now.
It's out right now.